The wait is over. Netflix has just unveiled the breathtaking first trailer and exclusive new photos for Bridgerton Season 4. And let me tell you, this season is already promising to be the most dramatic, dazing, and emotionally charged chapter yet. In this video, we're diving deep into every detail. The stunning images, the romantic twists, and all the jaw-dropping revelations straight from the new trailer. We open with a breathtaking masquerade ball, a scene dripping in elegance, mystery, and nostalgia. If it feels familiar, that's because it is. This magical moment takes us back to the masquerade mentioned in Season 3, where Eloise reminded Benedict that no one would dare miss a ball hosted by Lady Violet Bridgerton herself. With sweeping music, glittering chandeliers, and masks concealing secret glances, the scene sets the tone for a season full of secrets, desires, and unexpected turns. Stay with us as we unpack every clue, character return, and hidden gem from the footage you might have missed. But this extravagant ball isn't just a feast for the eyes with its dazzling gowns and mysterious masks. It's the stage for one of the most pivotal moments in Bridgerton history, the enchanting first meeting between Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beck, played by Luke Thompson and Wyatt Hayha. Their romance, steeped in magic, mistaken identity, and forbidden desire, takes center stage this season, promising a slow-burn love story that fans of the book have long waited for. Before we dive headfirst into Benedict and Sophie's captivating connection, the trailer takes us on a whirlwind of familiar faces, each with their own unfinished storylines. We catch a glimpse of John Sterling, donning a regal masquerade mask, looking every bit the noble gentleman. Moments later, Francesca Sterling graces the screen in an elegant costume, confirming that Season 4 picks up after a noticeable time jump, likely a year after the events of Season 3. When we last saw them, Francesca, John, and Eloise were leaving London behind, heading for the tranquil halls of Kilmartin Castle in Scotland. For Francesca, it was a retreat into peace and quiet, a much-needed break from society's noise. For Eloise, it was a voyage of self-discovery, away from the expectations and gossip of the ton. But now, with the masquerade ball seemingly happening in the very first episode, it looks like their Scottish chapter might be short-lived, at least on screen. Still, fans of the book will know that something meaningful is supposed to happen in Scotland, the beginning of a heartfelt letter exchange between Eloise and Sir Philip Crane, a correspondence that lays the foundation for another Bridgerton love story. But will the show follow this path? Or has Eloise's storyline been altered for the screen? Let us know in the comments should Eloise's journey of love begin now. And then, there's a quiet but touching moment in the trailer, Penelope Featherington and Colin Bridgerton standing before a grand mirror. It's brief, but it speaks volumes. Their love story, once filled with longing and misunderstanding, now enters a tender new phase. At the end of Season 3, we saw them welcome their first child, and Season 4 seems ready to explore their blossoming life as new parents. Actress Nicola Coughlan shared in a recent interview that filming scenes with the baby who plays her character's son added real emotional depth to her role. And from the newly released family photo, featuring Penelope, Colin, and their baby, surrounded by warmth and loved ones, we can expect some heartfelt family moments, highlighting a different side of the Bridgerton world. But of course, not everything in the trailer brings joy. We get a fleeting look at Anthony Bridgerton, played by Jonathan Bailey, but his wife, Kate Sharma Bridgerton, portrayed by Simone Ashley, is nowhere to be seen. Her absence is loud. Is she simply missing from the teaser, or could this be a deeper hint at her reduced role, or possibly her complete absence in Season 4? Is this a creative choice or a behind-the-scenes scheduling conflict? Let us know what you think. Is Kate Bridgerton's absence temporary, or are we in for a major shift in the Bridgerton family dynamic? But the most exciting part of the trailer is the introduction of brand new characters, Sophie Beck's family. They will play a big role in Season 4, especially in Sophie's life. Her relationships with her stepmother and two stepsisters follow the famous Cinderella story. According to the original Bridgerton book, Sophie is the illegitimate daughter of an earl, which is why her stepmother treats her like a servant and nothing more. In one scene, we see Sophie in her servant's dress. It looks simple and practical, and we can assume this will be her most common outfit throughout the season. Unlike previous seasons, which mostly showcased the lives of London's high society, this season will explore the lives of the servants Sophie's closest environment for leisure and conversation. This is confirmed by another released photo showing the servants gathered around a table, with Sophie among them. The photo includes one more exciting detail we'll highlight shortly. Now let's talk about the mysterious family behind our new heroine Sophie Beck and how her world is about to collide with the Bridgertons in the most dramatic, romantic way. Before the grandeur of the masquerade ball, we're introduced to Lady Araminta Gunning, played by Katie Leung, in a moment that sends an immediate chill down the spine. Her icy glare and severe demeanor give us all we need to know. This woman isn't just Sophie's stepmother. She's a force of control and cruelty, ruling over her household with a heavy hand. In just a single glance, Araminta's presence feels both aristocratic and oppressive. We also meet her daughters, Rosamund Lee and Posy Lee, two very different young women from very different motivations. Their surname comes from their father, as Lady Araminta has been widowed twice. While Posy may be softer in spirit, it's Rosamund who has inherited her mother's hunger for status and power. And this season, that ambition takes center stage. Araminta has high hopes of securing a powerful match for Rosamund, one that could elevate their name. But when Rosamund sets her eyes on none other than Benedict Bridgerton, things start to unravel. Could this ignite a classic love triangle? One where ambition clashes with true love, and Sophie's quiet grace is pitted against Rosamund's calculated charm? Let us know in the comments who will truly win Benedict's heart. Amid the introduction of new characters, familiar faces return to remind us of the deep roots of the Bridgerton world. Queen Charlotte and Lady Danbury, the Ton's two most formidable women, appear side by side once again, still scheming, still observing, and still holding the power to change lives with a single whisper. But back to the ball, the heart of this season's emotional storm. It's here, under glittering chandeliers and behind jeweled masks, that the moment we've all been waiting for finally arrives, the magical first meeting of Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beck. Sophie, hidden behind her mask, steps into a world she doesn't belong to. A world of silk gowns, titled guests, and orchestras playing waltzes that stir the soul. And yet, in that moment, she looks every bit the princess in a real-life fairy tale. But Sophie isn't like the other women in the room. She doesn't giggle for attention or bow to social games. Instead, she's simply soaking in the magic of the night, no expectations, no intentions, just wonder. That quiet authenticity is exactly what catches Benedict's eye. Unlike the others, she doesn't try to impress him. And that's what makes her unforgettable. Season 4 places Benedict at a crossroads. With his brothers now settled, he's become the most eligible Bridgerton bachelor, and the pressure to marry is mounting fast. In Season 3, we saw how much he resisted that attention, always slipping away from the ballroom when things became too overwhelming. That habit returns again. He steps outside for air, a moment to escape the stifling expectations. And there, under the stars, he finds her, Sophie, alone, unaware that this simple moment will be the beginning of everything. Did they both leave the ballroom independently, drawn by the same yearning for quiet? Or did one follow the other, already intrigued? Either way, this moment is theirs. Just the two of them, in the hush of night, having a real, intimate conversation away from the eyes of the Ton. And then the dance. Slow, unexpected, full of feeling. A newly released photo captures Benedict gently kissing Sophie's hand, his gaze full of wonder, hinting that this night might lead to more than either of them imagined. But just like the Cinderella story that inspired it, the magic can't last forever. Sophie must vanish before midnight before anyone learns who she truly is. The trailer teases that escape, that bittersweet farewell, and leaves Benedict standing in the ruins of a perfect night, haunted by the masked girl who captured his heart. Then comes one of the trailer's most striking moments, Benedict soaked from the rain, standing in a dimly lit room, face to face with Sophie, who is now wearing a maid's uniform. But where are they? It's not immediately clear. We know Sophie serves her stepmother's household, but following the book, she'll eventually find employment at the Bridgerton home. That question might be answered in another newly released photo showing Sophie at the servants' table, seated beside footman John, a familiar face in the Bridgerton household since season 1. That confirms it. Sophie will become part of the Bridgerton staff, living right under Benedict's nose, her secret still intact. But here's where things get even more intriguing. In one scene, Sophie wears a black maid's dress, matching the uniform from her stepmother's home. In the scene with Benedict, she's wearing that same black dress. So, does that mean he's found her before she joins the Bridgertons? Could he have tracked her down, broken the rules of society, and stepped into a servant's home just to see her again? If so, this could be a major twist in the retelling of Sophie's Cinderella-like tale. Instead of chasing a mysterious stranger, Benedict might already know who she is, long before fate brings them together again. Could this season rewrite the classic trope, giving us something deeper, more intimate right from the start? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this season will be a whirlwind of secrets, longing, and love that defies every rule of the ton. And we'll be here to break it all down, one masked moment at a time. Now it's your turn. What did you notice in the trailer that we might missed? Was Penelope's unexpected blonde hair just part of her masquerade costume? Or could it hint at something more beneath the surface? With so many secrets still hidden, every little detail could be a clue. Drop your theories in the comments. I love reading your takes, and your insights always bring a fresh perspective to the Bridgerton world. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Season 4, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates, breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes analysis. Your support means the world. It keeps this community growing and fuels every new video we create. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay romantic, and keep dancing to the rhythm of the ton.